This traditional hand-woven bag looks nice to carry your market shopping in it, right? Would you try it? What looks deceptively like a real bag is actually meant to be snacked on. How does Beatrice Muteru create cakes that look like an everyday item? Let's find out.
Baking is about the recipe, the passion, and the ingredients. The recipe notwithstanding, I think the passion to do what you are doing is number one. And we call it baking with love, you know?
The award-winning Kenyan baker Beatrice Muteru has grown what used to be a hobby into a thriving business which is specialized in exotic custom cakes since the year 2003. Before we get to know what's her special trick to get the cakes that realistic, where did her love for baking actually come from?
What I do is actually a result of passion. It's something I started as a little girl, and my brothers and my sisters would really enjoy my baking those early years. The joy that it created made me realize that every new day I will still wake up to bake a cake. That's when I knew I would want to do this as a business.
Since launching her business, Beatrice Muteru has gone on to win more than 10 awards for her cake designs at the East African Annual Festival. Although the ingredients for making the designer cake looks like what you use at home, there is a difference.
The steps of making a cake. First, you identify what cake do you want to make. Maybe your customer has given you a certain design. Take a picture. Then, what is the recipe you are going to use? First process is to weigh out your ingredients. Make sure they are good. There goes our sugar. We are going to mix it together with the milk and oil. So you mix it a little, just so that everything agrees. Then you can use any flavor of your choice. I have already heated our eggs here, and we'll try to put 1-1. We have mixed our raising agent, the baking powder, inside the flour. If you are using any spices, it's also good to incorporate them here. Ah, the smell, nice. I'll take my spatula and just fold in. This part here, you should never miss it. The magic happens in the oven. It has come out very nice. So we'll have to wait for it to cool down a little bit. The layers are already cooled. And so we are good to go to start decorating our kiondo. You can imagine the cakes that I had earlier on showed you when they left the oven. And you can see this is the bowl. The round layers are the ones that are around here. Wait, you see the final results in a few.
The burden of proof is in the eating, but for Beatrice, a piece of cake has a greater value. She gives baking courses to show others what can be done with baked goods.
Oh my God. The reason why I started teaching, I would take cakes to maybe say a wedding, and the bride loves the cake so much, gets to like the cake so much, and somehow they think it's something they also would like to learn. Wherever our cakes would go, somebody somewhere would also want to learn to do the same.
Training with Beatrice has been amazing. I've learned a lot of skills, starting from baking to icing and decorating of the cakes, and also I did a wedding masterclass, which was amazing.
With the rising price of raw materials, ever-changing tastes, and every new student she trains, how is Beatrice holding her own as the Kenyan cake boss in the competitive cake market?
First of all, it's a relational business. The customer wants to identify with a baker who can be able to understand what they want. What does that mean? It calls for creativity. I pride myself in starting the kind of custom design cakes that are happening today.
I tasted Beatrice's cake in a wedding ceremony. It was not only attractive on the outside, but oh my, it was the best cake I've ever tasted. Her creations are really good, out of this world, especially the traditional ones, the kiondo, the gourds. In fact, it's the design that I've come to collect from my grandmother. And I know it will make my grandmother happy, since she's also a kiondo maker.
How is it?
This looks so amazing, guys.
You like it?
I like it. I'm almost even crying My grandmother will like it.
And so finally here is our design, the kiondo design, the final product. For those, especially the young people who want to get into the baking business, let somebody search within themselves, are they passionate? The work is not as easy as it looks. It's about creating, drawing from the inside of you. So that's passion.
With her passion and incredibly realistic custom-made creations, Beatrice Muteru just leaves a piece of happiness in her customers.